Hey, it's Kaero. Welcome back to the channel. Today, the season reset about 3 days ago. We're doing standard best of one ranked in Platinum 4 reset from Mythic. Today we're doing Mono White, and this is like kind of a blend of a lot of different Mono Whites. It's not soldiers anymore. This is some familiar faces from a few months back, but we also do have a little bit more into the 5-drop category, 4-drop category with Wandering Emperor. All stars of this deck, the new stuff is Invasion of Gobakhan, 2 mana to look at the opponent's hand and tax something. They can really mess up their turn 3 Fable the Mirror Breaker, their turn 2 whatever creature that's getting in your way. And then if you already have a 1-drop, you can start attacking it, and then it turns into LIghtshield Array. At the beginning of your end step, all of the creatures that you control that attacked get a +1/+1 counter, and then you can sacrifice it, and creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. This is very good for getting rid of board wipes, a targeted removal if they're taking out your big thing like Adeline or your Brutal Cathar that has something of theirs like a Sheoldred that you don't want coming back. We're also running Sun Gold Sentinel here. This is a choice I made because there is so much Reanimator in the format. Everybody's running Grixis or Jund or Mono Black or even white-based Reanimator with Invoke Justice that's bringing Atraxa back. So they're pitching things to the yard with Fable the Mirror Breaker or other spells, and then they're on turn 4 or 5 using Cruelty of Gix or Invoke Justice to bring back Atraxa, refill their hand, and basically the game's over. So Mono White needs some sort of answer to that Reanimator while maintaining pressure, and Sun Gold Sentinel is very good for that. It enters the battlefield, get rid of their Reanimator target from their graveyard, and then you can also later in the game, if they're a mono-colored deck, like you're playing mono red or mono green or something like that, and you have Coven, you can make this unblockable and get in for that last little bit of damage. Down at the bottom, we do have Skrelv Defector Might. I might bring this down to like 3 and add another 1-drop because there was a game where I drew like 3 Skrelvs, so it wasn't super ideal. But this is just very good for playing turn 1 and then having our Thalia or whatever, having it protected, just kind of keeping them back. And it can also get things in if you choose a color, especially if they're mono-colored. Then you have a big Adeline or something that's like a 7/4 later in the game. You can just get in for that last little bit of damage. We do have 3 Wandering Emperors up at the top, which is something that people aren't expecting. They're thinking Mono White Aggro. There's no Wandering Emperor. Basically, we go up to 3 and that's it. But since people aren't expecting it, and Mono White has been in the format for a while, we can really get away with some stuff with the Emperor because we can just kind of attack, and then they're like, okay, it is what it is, and then Emperor flashes in, and they're not really expecting that. We do have Hopeful Initiate down here for getting rid of problem enchantments like Fable the Mirror Breaker, Reflection of Kiki Jiki, things like that. 1 Mishra's Foundry probably could go up to 2 if you want to push it. We do have basically 2 pips of white here, 2 pips of white here, so the odds of you being in really a lot of trouble running multiple Mishra's Foundry is not too much. So you could probably do 2, maybe 3 of those. Iganjo, Seed of the Empire, and basically that's it. So next couple days I'm not going to be uploading too much because I'm getting ready to go to MagicCon Minneapolis, which I'm super stoked about. Wizards of the Coast sent an invite for me to come as a content creator, so I'll be at the Creator Corner on Sunday from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. and I'll also be at the MTG Arena console on Saturday. If you subscribe, I'll give you updates if you're going to MagicCon, where people can come up and I'll be playing Arena against people for about an hour. That's going to be a lot of fun. So if you are there, please stop by. I've got some cool bird tokens that are like equal parts just silly and equal parts just like shocking. It's my friends and I came up with if it was me as a bird, and then the AI made like a horrific bird art and I put it on a token, so I'm going to be handing those out. So if you're going to MagicCon, feel free to stop by and say hello. Thank you for subscribing, and thanks for hitting that thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Grelv into probably Sun Gold, then Siege Veteran. That's not bad. No attacks because I want to protect the Sun Gold Sentinel. Duelist. Okay, Selesnya Counters it is. So let's go Siege Veteran. See a bloated Contaminator here. Oh no, Siege Veteran. So they get to do a counter and draw a card. Force. I'll take that. So we can go Intrepid Adversary, making the Sun Gold a 5/4. And the other Siege Veteran, we can make a 4/4. And attack and see if they want to block some stuff. Tap land, brawler, counter on the duelist, and then a counter on a brawler because of the counter on the duelist. Card draw. In for 4. Okay. Okay, we have Coven, so we can stop white from blocking here, and we can stop white from blocking with our Skrelv. Good game. Alright, opponent goes first. We have, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 3. That's fine. Nice curve. Alright. I always love it when we can go 1-drop into Invasion of Gobakhan. We'll see what this is. Okay, Selesnya, then a Plaza of Heroes, then a legendary creature. So is this going to be like Naya Legends or something? Let's see. Alright. Well, we'll play our Thalia then. Since they don't want to let us play the Invasion. It's fine. Okay, we'll let that go through. I guess this is Naya Legends. So, Wandering Emperor will be our way to get rid of something. Do we want a Brutal Cathar? Their Brutal Cathar? Not really. I think we'll just go Siege Veteran. Even though that's not a soldier. Just kind of chill out for a minute. Stop them from being able to have a good attack on this hopeful initiate. Gotta watch out for a Halana and Alina partners. Yeah. No attack there. Very interesting. I wish that we had one more mana for this Wandering Emperor. Thalia, Archangel, Elspeth, and Hopeful Initiate. Alright, we're definitely getting rid of that. Alright, it's not terrible as long as we can draw another land to get rid of the Wandering Emperor. Or play our Wandering Emperor. Brutal Cathar, the Brutal Cathar, get our Brutal Cathar, get their Helana and Alina partners. We heard you like Brutal Cathar, so we got some Brutal Cathar for your Brutal Cathar. And here. Whoops. Okay. Let's recover. Alright, we'll get the Wandering Emperor going. Yep. They want to first strike there to prevent our lifelink. Alright, we got there. Misplay. Alright. Remember, as I didn't, that when you cast your LIghtshield Array, if there's a Thalia on the field, you're not going to be able to cast it for nothing. You'll have to cast it for 1. Little misplay, lucked out, got there. Good game. We're going first, all 1s and 2s. That's alright. Our deck likes 1s and 2s, not a problem. So we'll go Hopeful Initiate, probably Thalia turn 2, and then turn 3. Hopefully we draw something else and play our other Initiate 2 with it. Alright, Basic Island. Do we think this is mono blue tempo? More than likely, because they have an instant in their hand. Let's start taxing those immediately. We're going to have a Consider or Fading Hope, probably. Counterspell's not going to work here. So they probably have a Fading Hope. So let's put the counter here, just for now. In case they bounce Thalia. I know we're giving up the training, but we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket if they can just out-tempo us by bouncing our biggest thing. Yep. It's kind of what I thought. So now at least we have the counter on the Hopeful Initiate, and we can train it again next turn with Siege Veteran. Okay, let's make them act right here, unless they're going to let this train. They know they want to counter the Thalia. That's for sure. So, a lot of times going wide is amazing versus mono blue. So, we'll do this. Let them counter this. Alright, good game. I figured that they were going to counter Thalia, but then they know that they're going to be taking like 7 next turn off of the other 2. Good game. We're going first. Invasion of Gobakhan, Siege Veteran, Adeline. I really wish we had a 1-drop, but we'll keep this. Maybe we can, if we're playing against like a mid-range deck or something, we can stop whatever they're going to do on turn 2 with this. The sleeper. Alright. So what we've got going on here. Invoke Despair, Life of Toshiro Mizawa, Gix's Command, Graveyard Trespasser. They can play the other life. It's not a huge deal. Get our high toughness creature out there. So that way they're not able to just kill it with another Life of Toshiro Mizawa. They could play another Life of Toshiro Mizawa and just smash with the Evolved Sleeper, right? Like a 5/5 Evolved Sleeper, bring us to 12. But if they do attack, we're going to be able to get Invasion of Gobakhan activated and have our LIghtshield Array. Okay. Yep, I think that was basically their only option, just to like smash with that thing. Alright, so this will power Adeline up by 1. This will power Adeline up by 1. We'll put a counter on the Initiate here. Slam this. This will give them another mana next turn, so they can play their Gix's Command. They want us to sacrifice the LIghtshield Array, but we're not going to do that because we know Gix's Command is coming. Their Sleeper does have Death Touch. Sacrifice a non-token creature. Okay. Let's sacrifice the Siege Veteran and then get rid of the memory of Toshiro, I think, with the Hopeful Initiate. Because then they won't be able to play their big thing if they don't draw a land. Perfect. New Adeline. So this costs 3. I'm kind of hoping that they don't draw land, because then they won't have anything to do. Because we're going to destroy this Memory of Toshiro here. Okay, let's see if they get a land or not. They do have a land. Oh no. But our stuff is still indestructible because they targeted it with Toshiro. They can invoke Despair on us. Yep, we'll get rid of Initiate. And Gix's command will kill all of our stuff now. I was really banking on them not drawing a land. I don't know why they didn't play Gix's command there. I feel like that would have won him the game. It would have been destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Okay, so that would have gotten... No. No, they were actually right. Okay, so I was thinking it was destroy each creature with mana value 2 or less. So it wouldn't have got rid of the adversary. They could have made us sacrifice our Adeline and then put counters on their thing. So now if they Gix's command, we do sack the LIghtshield Array to protect our stuff and make it indestructible. But they sacrifice, meaning that we'll have to sacrifice Adeline, but this gives us... I don't know if they know this or not, but this gives creatures we control hexproof. It does not give us hexproof. So with Gix's command targets us, we can still be made to sacrifice our Adeline. So here we have a question. So Gix's command 4, 5, 6, 7 will kill all of our stuff. So let's just hope that they don't realize they can still Gix's command us. Now they can't Gixis command us, really. I mean, sort of they can. They can put 2 counters on their creature, lifelink, if they get a creature. Destroying each creature with power 2 or less won't work because of the Lightshield Array, but it will slow us down from getting counters on it. And then they can get 2 creatures from their graveyard back, so they can get Graveyard Trespasser and Evolve Sleeper. This is a close game. Mishra's Foundry is up. That's nice. Alright. So we want to sacrifice one of these little 1/1s to Mishra's Foundry? Probably yes. Alright, we got there. Good game. Very close game. Well played. That's it for Mono White Aggro. As a reminder, I will be at MagicCon Minneapolis May 5th through 7th here in a couple days. On Saturday, I'll be playing Arena against people. And then on Sunday, I'll be at the Content Creator Corner for a meet and greet. I'll have some sweet tokens there to give away. So thank you very much for being a subscriber. Thanks for all the support. And I'll see you next time. And hopefully see you at MagicCon Minneapolis.